Hey guys, this is Rocking3 bringing another live commentary, Forza 6. This is going to be another parts and tune video for the D class, and we are going to do the Daytona Charger. Let's see if I can actually, that car right there. So we're going to go over here to the parts and tune. Let's go to the parts. We have the stock engine, we have the stock drivetrain, and we have the stock naturally aspirated engine there. We have stock intake, we have stock manifold, stock carburetor, stock ignition, stock exhaust, sport camshafts, stock valves, stock engine block, stock pistons and compression, stock oil and cooling, and stock flywheel. Alright, since this is more of an oval track and old Le Mans, we only have the street brakes. Was not able to put that on there with the PI, and yes, it is kind of difficult on the non-oval tracks. We have the race springs and dampers, we have the race front and rear anti-roll bar, we have the stock chassis, we have the stock weight reduction, we have stock clutch, we have the street transmission, which is good for a top speed of 184.7. We have an error. We're going to put the street drive line on. Forgot I took that off. And we have the race differential. So your car will actually be just a little bit better than the one I built here, or that you'll see here. We have the stock compound, stock tire width, front and rear. We had to go with the heavier wheels. Let me see, I think it's in this last one. There we go. And I wonder if there's any weight savings we can have here. May not. Looks like, yeah, looks like the next ones are 2 PI. So we are stuck with the heaviest wheels there. Rim size, this is for the oval, and actually I just ran it on old Le Mans as well, but we had the full upgraded front tire width on the front, and we had the full upgraded rear size in the rear, rim size in the rear. We're going to be running stock, so we have stock front bumper, and we actually removed the big wing. You see we gain a little bit of top end there. Let's see what the difference is. 176, 184. Pretty big difference when you're talking about oval and old Le Mans. Alright, so let's go to the tune here. So keep in mind this tune has been made for the oval. This car runs very well on the Indy oval and on the old old Le Mans track. So the tire pressure is a little bit higher than normal. I have 31 and 31. We have the final drive is stock. This is going to be very different for me as well. Front camber at -0.7 and the rear at 0, and toe is zeroed out, and the front caster is at 5.0. Anti-roll bars at 17.29 in the front, 22.26 in the rear. Springs 768.1 in the front, 738.3 in the rear. Ride height, we left it stock at 8.1 and 8.1. Rebound stiffness is going to be a lot different for me as well, 6.9 and 6.5, and bump stiffness at 5.2 and 5.0. We weren't trying to make a corner or anything like that, so that's why those are a little more middle of the road. Aero is stock, no change there. Braking is stock. That is the one downside of this car. And acceleration 25% and deceleration 35%. Let me show you how it runs on the old Le Mans. This thing runs really quick on, and with the fastest Daytona Chargers on the oval, on the Indy oval, but it also does really well on the old Le Mans. So I'm going to show you that one just so I can show you that it still drives well too. Alright guys, hold on a second. Alright, we got our Charger Daytona against the highest ranked Charger Daytona that I found in my list. I think it's in the Americas list. But anyway, it looks like that one has a wing on it, and the one that we're running does not have a wing on it. So let's see what the difference is. So just finishing up lap 1, get things started. I think what you're going to see is I'm going to have a little bit more top end, and the one with the wings would have a little bit more handling. You know, we're running our stock brakes too, or our near stock brakes, so we're going to probably lock them up a bit here and there. Still handles okay. I know we have it kind of set up so it doesn't oversteer a whole lot, because I have a feeling if we did, this car would really take off on us. So we're going to dive into the corners as early as we can and let it push out a little bit. A little bit of looseness there, not too bad. Pretty controllable for something with no arrow on it. Ah, I didn't know that dirtied it. Alright, that's alright. Let's see what it does out here. Hopefully we pick up on it pretty quickly here and we should have a better top speed. Which is why we use this on ovals and use it on this long track. And 77, 79, it's at 80. There we go. 80 in the D-Class car, not too bad. 81. We're going to slow down here. We're not going to lay off, we're just, because we're going to turn, it's going to slow us down a little bit. And still 180. That gives us a pretty decent head start. Just trying to cheat all the corners, trying to cut them in a little bit. So I think once we hit third gear, we really start pulling away. And to be honest, guys, this is not very difficult to drive. I just hit the brakes a little too short on that one to dirty this lap up. Other than a little bit of tire lockup, this car is pretty good to drive. Not liking the lockup, which is why I'm not trusting the brake line very much. I'm trying to cut everything early. You can see I went really, really deep there. But I still have a pretty decent lead. Now this part from here on forward probably is advantage to the other car. So I would assume we're about 5 seconds ahead. He'll probably trim that down to 2 or 3 if I drive okay through here, that is. I feel like I'm driving almost too cautiously now. And not as fast as I could. We'll leave it in third. It looks like we're gonna get it. Ooh, that car does not like to slow down there. I think we're gonna have it by 4 or 5 seconds here. 4 seconds. Alright. So not too bad at all. You can see it's gonna run pretty well. I should have ran that clean. I'll run another one just see what it hits and I'll let you guys know. See you next video. Later.